Friends and family, welcome to another episode of Spill the Word. Spill the Word has two foundational scriptures, beginning with Psalms 119 at verse 11, and it reads, David says, Thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. And the other foundational scripture come from the book of Romans chapter 12 at verse 2. Both readings are from the King James Bible. Romans 12:2 says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Yahweh's word is a lifestyle that conforms his relationship with you. In doing so, you should want to apply his word to your life. When David talks about hiding the word of Elohim within his heart, one must read, then study. And then when you begin to apply yourself to his word, now you're talking about acting on his words. You are making it a point, or you become intentional about living his words. So in the process, by applying and then apply yourself to his word, then you are working in the manifestation of forming a relationship with him. And you are doing so by with his word and living it out, not just speaking about it, but behaving in such a manner. Today's episode, I don't even really want to call this an episode. I just want to call it, the title is Choices and Decisions Revision, because I have given this sermon once before, but I decided I want to revise it. I want to upgrade it, make it more succinct as the other version on the podcast of Spill the Word. So let us dive right into what today's decision of choices and decision is really all about: the revision. Obedience is the knowledge hidden within your choices to encourage you to make a good decision. As believers, what is the number one thing that Yahweh, your Father, commands of you? Wait, I have the answer. It is obedience. When you take on the notion that you make choices, then I believe you undermine the power of his authority within your life by believing that you make choices. Therefore, you do not make choices, and moreover, you do make decisions. because knowledge is, let me back this up. Obedience is the knowledge hidden within your choices to encourage you to make a good decision. A few years ago, I was in a drug program. My parole officer sent me to this particular drug program. And if it still exists today, it is called Halfway Back. And the purpose of Halfway Back is simply you have one foot in and one foot out. And the foot that's in represents you are headed back to prison. And the other foot is keeping you from returning back to prison. So the options were for me to attend a drug program. I did not want to attend the program. I didn't think that I had a problem, let alone an addiction. So I decided to go to the program. That particular program, I was there for 61 days, no, 61 nights and 61 days. If you know anything about drug treatment facilities as well as programs, they are two different organizations. Then the experience of either one is to wake up at a certain time in the morning, let's say 8:30, 9 o'clock, get ready for class, and from about 9 a.m. till about 9 p.m. on a daily basis, you are in a class hour after hour and after hour. Well, after my time was up, those 61 nights, I promise you, I was tired. I was ready to go home. I'm liking this story in this manner. This will help you to relate to my story. Have you ever been to a hospital and you had to go to the emergency room? And after you saw the doctor, you received your diagnosis? And the doctor said, "Okay, I will be right back with your paperwork." And why does it seem like each and every time that's a long time of waiting? And have you ever thought to yourself, well, you know what? He just told me my diagnosis. Why am I still here? I literally can get up and leave. But then you convince yourself to stay. That is what it was like for me being at the program, that drug program that I was once in, that final day while sitting around that morning waiting to be released. I had to wait for my release papers. I wanted to leave. I also thought about, what if I just get up and leave? What would become the outcome? But I was afraid. I didn't want to receive any wrongful discharge saying that I had escaped. So I just sat around and I waited it out, and it seemed like forever. Within that moment, the thought occurred to me, such as this: I am so tired of being in this place. I don't want to hear anything else in regards to me using again or not. That's what I was thinking and feeling very passionately about it. And no sooner after that thought, then someone saw me and yelled down the hall to say, "Hey, Eugene, the next time that you want to experience getting high, don't respond." And I was like, really? Didn't want to hear that again. And then after that, I was released from the drug program. And this was during the month of November. From the month of November until the following spring, I cannot recall ever wanting to reuse again. But on that particular day, as I stepped outside of my apartment building, I had noticed that it was a beautiful spring sunny day. I mean, the skies were blue, the temperature was great. I should put it this way, I cannot even recall a day as far as weather wise that seemed to have topped that day. And I'm like,